Great. Let me know when we're good to go.
All right, Madam Vice Chair, we're live.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It is March 18th at 3 o'clock. We are in the Housing Real Property Subcommittee. I am stepping in while the chair of the subcommittee is in his own bill hearing. As soon as he gets back, he will take back over. We are going to start with House Bill 1456. This is a consumer protection bill, which is why we have Council Erica White here as well, but related to housing. And so we have it in this subcommittee. So Council, would you like to begin, just give us an overview of the bill? And then I see that the bill sponsor's here and we can take additional comments and questions.
Absolutely. So House Bill 1456, sponsored by Delegate Embry, prohibits a commercial entity, including a social media platform, from publishing or advertising information on residential property that's available for lease or sale on behalf of another, unless the commercial entity verifies that the person is, one, the legal owner of the property, or two, an agent of the legal owner. There are some amendments to the bill, also sponsored by Delegate Embry, that specifically state that the bill only applies to residential property located in the state and establishes the requirements for when the publication or advertisement will be considered verified if published by a licensed real estate agent, broker, or associate broker.
So this was the bill, thank you, Council. This was the bill that was designed to get at some of the squatting issues when people advertise properties that they don't own, take the money, and then disappear. So it's about verifying the advertisements. Are there any questions? Well, so I guess we have the set of amendments. Does anyone want to move the amendments?
Amendments.
Thanks. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor of the amendments? Okay. Any opposed? So is there we can move the bill and then take discussion on it, or if people have questions they want before we take discussion on the bill as amended? All right, does someone want to move the bill?
Move the bill as amended.
Any second?
Second.
Thank you. So the bill's been moved and seconded. Are there questions or discussion on House Bill 1456 as amended? Delegate Adams.
I'm in the committee room, so I'm just going to ask you, is there a amendment that solves realtors' problems?
I believe so, but I'll let Delegate Embry speak to that.
Thank you so much. Yes, the language that you received today solves all of their problems. I've been working with them closely, and they've said that as I've tweaked it from what I first sent you and what you received today solves the problems. Thank you.
Thank you. So if you're looking at the amendments, if you're tracking them, there's one from today's date, 12:08 p.m. That's the most recent one, and that's the one I believe solves that problem. Great. Any other questions or discussion? Okay, the bill's been moved and seconded. Delegate Chi.
Aye.
Delegate Bandari.
Aye.
Delegate Aarons.
No.
Delegate Queen. Is that a yes? Delegate Adams?
No.
Delegate Weibel?
Yes.
And I'm voting yes. So that bill passes. Thank you for joining us, Delegate Embry. The next bill that we have on the agenda is House Bill 402, but it's my understanding we have a set of amendments here, and it's my understanding that there's additional amendments coming. Is that right, Delegate Holmes, or do we have the full set at this point?
The two amendments, thank you, Madam Chair. The two amendments that you should have are, one comes from the judiciary, Maryland Judiciary, and I gave you those. And the other is to delay the effective date relevant to DHCD's requirements on the effective date.
So I
And
guess
I-
it seems I'm looking at one set of amendments here. I just want to know, do we have all the amendments in our possession right now, or are there things that you're still working on or still pending?
All the amendments that I have put together based upon previous comments, you have them.
And is there
Well,
any,
I shouldn't say you have them. They were submitted.
okay, and is there anything else pending on this one?
Uh, yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to actually ask that we hold this bill because there's a lot of pieces in it and I think there's a lot of questions. And so until we are sure that we're looking at everything that addresses all the concerns, because of our time, I'm gonna hold this
That's fine.
bill and we'll keep working with you to get all the amendments. We're going to move on to House Bill 929. It's a Carroll County Office of Permit and Inspections. Counselor, can you go over what this bill does?
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. This bill has no fiscal impact. It's a local Carroll County bill. The Carroll County delegation has voted unanimously on the bill and the amendments. The bill authorizes Carroll County's Office of Permits and Inspection to deny a commercial license or permit if the applicant has unpaid property taxes.
Thank you, Council.
Oh,
Sorry,
there you go.
I'm back, y'all. So sorry. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Madam Vice Chair, for holding it down. I got stuck in my last bill hearing over in health, and it was a quick one, but rather emotional, and they were backed up. So thank you all for accommodating me. Council, we have a delegation letter from the delegation, and I assume it was unanimous.
That's right, Mr. Chair.
Right, and this bill was offered in prior years, correct?
That's correct.
And is there any details on why the bill did not move? We normally have local deference. We want to understand why the bill did not move prior.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. My understanding is there was just some concern about the policy related to the bill in prior years. However, I believe the bill hasn't changed at all. So,
all right. So if is there anybody from the delegation here? I don't think so. We don't have any members, do we?
I just texted Delegate Tomlinson, so I don't know if he's going to be able to get on or not.
Okay. Well, I'm inclined to move the bill because it's we have the letter. It's universally accepted. So what we'll do is there a motion to move the amendments?
Move the amendments.
Second. All right. All those in favor of the amendment say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Amendments amendments have been moved. Is there a motion to move the bill as amended?
Move the bill.
Second.
All right. All those in favor of, I'm sorry, is there any discussion? Bills are moving second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the bill say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Bill moves favorably, unanimously. All right. So what we'll do is if there's any other conversation around that bill, just want to get more context on what maybe happened there in the previous years, maybe make sure we're not missing anything. Maybe the amendments addressed it. We'll have the sponsor come and talk during our full voting session. Maybe if he's there by then.
Mr. Chair, he's here.
Oh, he's here now? Oh, okay. Well, Delegate, can you just give us a quick 90-second why this bill didn't move in the past, and did the amendments address it? Maybe just real quick.
No, the amendment didn't change didn't change the substance of what had been introduced in prior years. It's a good question as to why it didn't move. I don't know. I mean, I certainly this year was more on top of it with making sure that it was getting some movement, but I don't think there was any rhyme or reason the previous year or two. It just never got out of committee. But there wasn't anything wrong with it. No.
Got it. Okay. It's not jointly assigned, right? It's not jointly assigned, right?
There's a Senate cross file.
No, I mean jointly. There's no other committee assigned to this bill.
This one
in our house. Just making sure.
Yes. This one's also with Ways and Means.
Okay, so I think logistically they have to move it as well. Have they moved it yet?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so we'll we'll get in contact with them, but we've moved it. So any further correspondence, we'll check in with you. I know we are limited on time, so thank you, Delegate Thompson, for popping.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, quick question as to the Carroll County delegates, the sponsor. Just clarifying, this bill allows the Carroll County to deny a commercial license or permit if the applicant has unpaid personal property taxes. Is that correct?
Correct.
And it protects applicants by allowing approval if the tax is being disputed or resolved, and it permits the renewal once the applicant pays the outstanding taxes. Is that correct?
Correct. And I do recall either the first or second time we did this, that we had some issues on our end with getting that language right. And because we as the delegation, we did want to make sure that that was included. I think originally when it came straight from the county, they didn't have that, and we wanted to make sure that was in there.
Thank you.
All right, I think we're good on that. We'll move on to House Bill. Is someone House Bill 405? Ben, Council, if you can please remind us what this bill does. And I don't think I know there's several. I think there's several amendments. Go ahead, Council.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 405, condominiums and homeowner associations, governing documents, electric vehicle recharging equipment. The bill has no fiscal impact. As amended, the bill prohibits the governing documents of a condominium or HOA from prohibiting or unreasonably restricting the installation of EV recharging equipment in common or limited common use parking spaces. The bill, as amended, also establishes that the installations are subject to the standard budgetary process of the condominium or HOA, based on the procedures for similar costs. And then that was based on amendment feedback or a testimony that had been submitted. And it also requires the governing body to assess community parking capacity before installation or authorization.
Okay. And is Delegate Teresa or her office here?
We're both here. Hi.
Hey, Delegate.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
No problem. Just want to verify. I know you were working to get the amendments tightened up. I know we can't please everybody. It's just the nature of what we do.
Right.
You were able to get to a pretty much a consensus on getting things as close as possible to that. That's what the amendments did, and we're all good with most people.
Yeah. I mean, with most, we got it better. I mean, we took out some language that they had requested other years and added language that they requested this year. So we're better.
All right, great. I don't believe in letting perfect get in the way of the good. So with that said, is there a motion to move the amendment? Oh, there we go. There it is. All right. Is there a second on the amendments? Is there a second on the amendments?
Second.
All right. All those in favor of the amendment say aye. Raise your hand. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. Is there a motion to move the bill as amended?
Move the bill as amended.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, the bill has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
As I recall, the bill had no opposition, correct?
Yeah, it was just favorable with amendments, and the bill sponsor, as she just stated, she was able to work many of those little tidbits out with those who wanted those tweaks. So the bill is now in much better shape.
All right, thank you.
All right, Delegate Aaron's, I saw your hand up, or was that just an aye?
That was an aye.
All right.
Could somebody turn my camera back on? I apologize.
All right, moving forward, the bill's been moved and seconded as amended. All those in favor say aye. Raise your hand so we can get a count. All those, all right. All those in opposition, raise your hands. So we have another unanimous bill. House Bill 405 moves favorably. The next bill and last bill we will hear today is House Bill 571, Nonprofit Housing Corporations Tax and Enforcement of Judgment Exemptions Alterations. I believe that this has now been turned into a pilot program with some of these amendments. Council, can you please update us on the bill, the amendments? And I think the bill sponsor is here. And I think he brought someone else to possibly describe any questions we may answer any questions we may have. But go ahead, Council.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 571, Nonprofit Housing Corporations Tax and Enforcement of Judgment Exemptions Alterations. Regarding the fiscal impact, state and local property tax revenues decrease by an indeterminate amount depending on nonprofit housing corporations that qualify under the bill. But as amended, the bill expands the definition of nonprofit housing corporation from a nonprofit or charitable private corporation providing housing to those with eligible incomes, to add nonprofits in the state that have the primary purpose of developing, owning, or operating housing for persons of eligible income. The basis for that was with the goal of expanding the supply of housing and the treatment that aligning that into parity with what was in current law. The bill treats subsidiary entities of the nonprofit housing corporations in the same manner as those of housing authorities, which currently receive that treatment, to be exempt from state and local taxes. And then the bill also exempts property of a nonprofit housing corporation from enforcement of a judgment against the nonprofit housing corporation, again, the same way that's being done under current law for the housing authorities.
Yep. And I know I'm just trying to make sure I understand well, actually, I'll defer to my colleagues and then I'll ask my question. Delegate Aaron's.
Yeah, have MML been addressed in this? MML had a unfavorable on it. Were they addressed in the pilot?
I believe they were, but let me confirm. I'm going to get someone else on the call.
Do we have the amendments on this? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the amendments because I would.
And if I may, Mr. Chair.
Yep, go ahead.
Thank you. I have been in contact with the bill sponsor a couple times today to make sure we have the right amendments. My understanding of the amendments that everyone should have based on that correspondence today is for HB 571-643-125 from noon today.
Okay.
I'll pull them up. I'm not able to pull them up.
We're gonna put it in the folder quickly.
Okay. I think my team is getting the amendments put into the folder for you all to have access to on the Google Drive. Give us one moment. But I have received word that MML and MACO have agreed to the amendments that were offered, Delegate Aaron. So that was addressed. MML and MACO have agreed.
Are now favorable.
They've agreed to them. So they're now favorable. They're no longer opposed, correct?
Thank you.
Yep. And I'll give you confirmation of that in writing or from the sponsor himself before we take a vote in full committee. Delegate Wobble.
Did you say this was made a study?
A pilot.
It's still a pilot. Okay. Thanks.
Mr. Chair, I'm not sure. It is about pilots. I'm not sure that it was made into a pilot.
Hold on. I mean, I'm reading it wrong. Give me a
Sorry,
second.
it's about pilots, which is a payment in lieu of taxes.
Got it. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at this wrong.
It's okay.
My bad, y'all.
So it's been amended.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been amended considerably to address the concerns. I've been in touch with some of the counties that had the concerns, and I think they're okay with it. But it is not a pilot project.
Yeah, made payment in lieu of taxes.
So it demonstrated
the way I'm reading on my list is I read that wrong. Yep, my bad.
we got relief from that, Chair. Thank you. Yes.
Well, I got too much going on today, y'all. Y'all got to forgive it. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm trying to make sure. Do we have the amendments up yet, Ian? Oh, there they are. The amendments should be, if you click the link, they should be now available in the folder. And you can see all the amendments that have been made. Delegate Charcuti, is that a hand or is that a, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so the goal of this, since I don't think we have the sponsor here, I think the goal of this bill is to create a path for the use of pilots. And this is something that's sort of used in different ways in different counties. And that was part of why MACO had some amendments to make sure that they weren't sort of forced to use it in certain ways. But the way that payment in lieu of taxes works for either a property that is trying to be developed or a property that is trying to sort of do renovations is that it frees up cash that can then also, be used for financing for some of these nonprofit low-income housing developer, organizations, companies. And so it's a way of getting more low-income subsidized housing built. And so this sort of addresses some technical things that make it harder to access pilots. And again, as I said, I think that as it originally came in, it sort of forced it onto counties. And with the changes, it's my understanding that the counties are okay with it. So I think it's a good bill to sort of continue on this path that we're on of increasing housing development, and in particular, in this case, affordable housing development. So I would move the amendments.
Second.
All right, we got it. The amendments have been moved and second, and all in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. The ayes have it. Is there a motion to move the bill as amended?
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
All right, the bill's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, with the amendment, I'm just reading the amendment. This amendment narrows the bill to focus only on tax and special assessment exemption, removing the broader protections like the judgment enforcement against nonprofit housing, and it also clarifies definition and strengthen language around affordable housing eligibility. Very good bill.
No, I like the bill. I like the bill. Now that I'm reminded on this bill versus another bill that I thought I was talking about, but now I agree. The bill's a great bill. And I spoke with the sponsor earlier today a couple times about it. He's unfortunately stuck in his subcommittee, as we all are in crossover week, and we are all literally inside of something called a subcommittee, committee, or the floor. With that said, the bill has been properly moved and seconded. Seeing that there's no further discussion, all in favor of the bill, say aye, raise your hand. All right, all those in opposition of the bill, raise your hand or say no. So I see Steve and Weibel. Is Adams not here?
He had to step off.
Okay, that's fine. All right, bill moves favorable. With a
Delegate Bhandari's, you're Mr.
he's
Chair,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
bill. He's for the
Okay.
bill. I think it captures it. All right. So with that said, I think so we're gonna wait on 402 to tackle later. And with that said, thank you all again. Sorry again for being late. It won't happen again because now I have no more bills. But with that said, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All right. I'll see y'all in the back.